Good evening and welcome to Mystery. I'm Vincent Price. Tonight, the fourth story in our series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Dr. Watson, in speaking of the keen detective, once lamented that the stage lost a fine actor, even as science lost an acute reasoner, when Holmes became a specialist in crime. Well, Watson needn't have worried too much about the loss to the stage, for quite a few actors have become Sherlock Holmes on the stage, in the movies, on television, radio, and records, even in a ballet. In our new dramatic series, Jeremy Brett provides us with an exquisitely honed performance, which, by the way, the London Times recently declared the best Holmes ever. Brett joins a distinguished brotherhood of actors who have interpreted Conan Doyle's character, including Sir John Gielgud, Sir Cedric Hardwicke, Sir Ralph Richardson, George C. Scott, and John Barrymore. A few seasons ago, Jeremy Brett played Watson to Charlton Heston's Sherlock in Los Angeles, which Brett says helped him enormously in the development of his relationship with Watson in this Granada television series, and does, I think, create new dimensions in that famous friendship. Watson previously has been most often depicted as a bumbling, slow-witted clod. Conan Doyle often used contemporary history as a basis for some of Sherlock Holmes' original adventures. In 1887, England and Italy had negotiated a maritime agreement which at all costs they wanted kept secret from France and Russia. This document and the intrigue surrounding it suggested to the popular author the beginnings of Holmes' involvement in the adventure of the Naval Treaty. After a few eminently forgettable stage productions by other writers appeared in Britain, Conan Doyle decided to write his own 5-act play about Holmes. He sent it to the famous actor-manager Beerbohm Tree, who wanted to make so many revisions that the author withdrew it. A few years later, the script came into the hands of the famous American actor William Gillette. Gillette also wanted to make changes, but by this time, Doyle had become more flexible. May I marry Holmes? Gillette asked Doyle. And the famous author replied, you may marry him or murder him or do what you like with him. Conan Doyle never ceased to deprecate what today we recognize as his finest creation. And he wrote in his thanks to Gillette, to the man who changed a creature of thin air into an absolutely convincing human being. Next week, Mystery will bring you another very faithful adaptation, The Adventure of the Solitary Cyclist. Until then, I'm Vincent Price. Good night.